Good afternoon. Thank you for that. Good afternoon. I know some of you it's still morning and some of you it's evening. Some of you might be over in the middle of the night. Thank you guys for joining us today. We're excited. We do this call every other Friday. This is the Market and Trading Insights or Trading and Market Insights call that we do with our CEO, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad is going to join us today, and we're going to have the pleasure and the privilege of hearing from him talk about performance, give us some insights into how EasyBot has been performing. Of course, if you've been paying attention to the market, you know that we've been in a market situation where it's been mostly down for the last few months. And in the last few days, we've started to see the market start to recover just a little bit. So it'd be really interesting today as we spend some time together, getting to see exactly how EasyBot performs. The purpose of this call is really to accomplish a couple of things. One, it's to hopefully you're a guest on the call. We want to welcome you and thank you for joining us today. So for those of you who are guests, our purpose for you is to introduce you to EasyBot and to give you a real world example of exactly how it works and some real live examples of results that we're seeing with EasyBot. If you're an existing user of EasyBot, what we hope to accomplish for you today is to help you to understand maybe a little bit more nuance about how EasyBot works, how it's working for you in the background. Maybe answer some questions that have come up since you started using it. And if you're a business builder, if you're taking advantage of our affiliate program, then for you today, this call is to inform and inspire you about the product that you are sharing with others. Nothing speaks like results. They say numbers don't lie. And so we're going to show some numbers today. We're going to show exactly how EasyBot is navigating the cycles of the market. And we'll spend a good bit of time in Q&A. We'll take your questions and try to provide some answers for you guys. Let me go ahead and update my profile. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David D. Charles. And Coach Ken, who is our Chief Sales Officer, is on the line as well. Coach, are you in a position to say a few words to get us kicked off?
Yes. Hey, David, how are you, brother? Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, Coach.
We're like two ships in the night sometimes, and it's always a blessing to be able to be here with everybody. Guys, we've got something absolutely spectacular. If you're new to the call, we've got a bot that's working, and it's working beautifully. You're going to see that right now. When we started back in March, we were at the top of the market for 2022, and then the market turned and went all the way down, I think, to about 19,000, maybe 18,000, and now it's been moving back up. We believed it would find bottom soon. There's too much institutional money coming into crypto right now for it to stay down, and man, it's moving beautifully. But in that downward trend, this bot had an opportunity to prove itself, and prove itself it did. We believe we've got the best bot on the market, bar none, guys. And that said, our bot is making people money every day. It has a compounding feature in it that with every profitable trade, and it only takes trades for a profit. Muhammad's going to share a number of things today. If you're new here, just put your seatbelt on, because this is a working bot that no one touches your capital, your crypto capital. It stays in your exchange. So you're not turning your crypto over to some unknown entity who claims that they're trading it for you. You're in full control. You are in the driver's seat. We just teach you how to connect the bot. It's a phenomenal piece of AI software, artificial intelligence software. And holy smokes, guys, this thing is real and it's wonderful. And we are honored and humbled to be where we're at right now, to be able to offer this to the world. And we also have a wonderful staff of support. Breezy, I just saw her throw up some celebration signs. Breezy and Peter are just heading up our support. So guys, we've got you covered. We painted a wonderful masterpiece here, thinking about everything that was needed for the field to grow, and more things are coming that are incredibly exciting, that's going to make it even easier for you guys. Guys, just mark my word, you're going to be very thankful you're here now. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, David. David, thank you so much. You're an amazing, amazing human being. The best, probably the hardest working COO in the industry. He's David's our chief operating officer, works day and night, and we're just so grateful for you, brother.
Thank you, Coach. Love you. Appreciate you.
Love you.
We are a hardworking team, and we're working hard because we really do believe in the vision that we are building here together. And we know that crypto is the future. We anticipate 1 billion people to be in crypto by the end of 2022. And all of them are looking for a solution, looking for a safe way to get involved, an opportunity to make some passive income. And we believe we have a great solution for them. All right, so the next voice that you're going to hear is going to be that of our CEO, Muhammad Ali. Just a quick couple notes on today's call. So the chat is closed for now. We're going to keep the chat closed so that we can give our undivided attention to the information that Muhammad's going to share with us today. And when Muhammad's done sharing, we'll open up for a Q&A. We're going to ask you if you have a question. We'd prefer that you raise your hand, ask your question. We will open up the chat for you to be able to send messages to co-hosts, to hosts and co-hosts only. So it's my pleasure, my honor. I want to really get into today's discussion. We have some exciting things to share. So really very honored to introduce those of you who are meeting Muhammad for the first time to the CEO of EasyBot. If you don't know the EasyBot story, it's definitely worth listening to. We've got it published in a number of different places. But this is a company that Muhammad built really from his heart, with an intent and a desire to serve people. And everything that you see today, everything that you're going to hear today was born from that place, from a place of how do I provide a solution to people that they can trust, that they can depend on, that's not only a great product, but has a great support system. And so this vision that Muhammad had almost a year ago is now, it's now closing nearly 1 million trades for our members. And we're just so very excited about what we're experiencing and what we're seeing. And so without any further ado, please welcome our CEO, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, thank you, David, and thank you, Coach, for the introduction, and thanks to everyone who is in the call right now. So I'll just start by sharing my screen and sharing the topics that we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to talk about these 5 topics today. First of all, I'm just going to give a refresher of how EasyBot works. How does it take trades, and how does it take profit, and how does it compound? We're going to follow one of the trades that we have been following since the beginning. How does EasyBot pulls down the average price and close a trade on the top at the bottom? We'll talk also about an example of take profit retracement, as we did the week before and the weeks before, actually. And we will talk also about this one is new, actually. We haven't talked about before in the previous calls. So we will see live example of the bot opening trades and closing trades on the bottom. I mean, opening trade here, closing trade here, and making profit. And we're going to be showing one example for that one. Before getting into the slides, I would like to explain the first topic in a whiteboard, just to show the people how exactly EasyBot is working, to give a refresher for the old people, and to give some new information to the new people to know, because it's very important that you understand how does EasyBot works. It doesn't generate profit out of nowhere. It just uses the market movement to buy and sell and make profit for the users. So let me just share the whiteboard here. Okay, so I'm not going to explain the full strategy in full details. I'm just going to explain specific parts about how does it take profit and how does it take new trades. Now, let me just draw down a couple of lines here. Let's say this is the price line, and here we have the timeline. And this is the price. Let's say EasyBot gets into a trade, and now it's the time for it to take the next trade into a specific cycle. And now let's say the market went down already, and here it's the time for EasyBot to start taking new trades. There is something called cover pullback. Don't worry if you don't understand the technical words here, that's fine. It's just that if EasyBot wants to take, it's the time for EasyBot to take a new trade, it doesn't take it immediately, because what if there is a big drop in the market, there is a disaster in the market? What's going to happen is that the market is going to drop like this. So EasyBot is not going to be taking any trade. I'm talking about EasyBot and the default strategy that's being built into it. So the EasyBot is going to be waiting for the market to start pulling back, start showing some upward movements, then it start taking a trades at this point instead of taking it at this point. So it waits for, because if there is bad news in the market, there is any disaster in the market is going to go straight down. So the bot's going to be waiting for the market to start stabilizing, start moving up again, and then taking the trade at this point instead of this point, and then saving you all of this area here and not buying anything into the market because the market was just moving down. So it saves your money. And pull down everything else. I mean, all the other covers, other trade that was supposed to take in this area, it takes them down instead of taking them up in the market. This is about how EasyBot takes the trades. Now let's talk about how does EasyBot take profit. Just delete this. Okay, let's say there is a trade being taken at this point here. And sorry, just change this. Yeah. Let's say EasyBot took a trade here and the market start going up. Now the default strategy is being programmed to start the process of taking profit at plus 1.5%. That means if the market goes up above the trade that's being taken, if it's an individual trade, if it goes 1.5 above that, it starts the process of taking profit, but it doesn't take the profit immediately because, again, what if the market is just going up and it's a good time in the market and the market's going up? Why do I close it here? Why don't I close it here on the top of the market? I wait for the market. But how does EasyBot understand that it's the top of the market or it's not yet the top of the market? EasyBot, the default strategy, is not going to be closing any trade until it hits here and then it retraces by minus 0.5%. If it goes down by minus 0.5%, this is an indication that the market is going down now. Let's close it at this point. And talking about this, that means if the market is just going up and it's really a good time, we'll take an example for that. If the market is going up like this, it's going to always watch the highest point in the market. It compares the current price with the previous price, and it watches the market every second. And if the highest point has been the market went down below that by 0.5%, it's going to close. So that means if there's a good news in the market and the market is really in a good shape and the market is going high, after taking this trade, then the bot is going to be waiting. It's going to wait until it hits the maximum and then start retracing by minus 0.5%. Then it's going to close the trade here and make this amount of profit instead of just making this a small amount of profit. And we will see a real example for that we have just seen. So saying this, the minimum profit that it can make is about 1% approximately. It could be lesser than this, but if it goes 1.5% and then goes down by 0.5%, we're talking about 1%. How much is the maximum? It's unlimited. It all depends on the market movement. If the market goes up higher, even it can close at 10%. We have seen in the previous call that a trade that closed at plus 14%. It made 14% profit in that specific trade. Apart from this, EasyBot is always using the profit that's being made, whether it's done from an individual trade or from an every trade. It takes that profit and adds it to the capital. So the next trade is going to be based on the new capital or the new amount being assigned. Let's take a small example. Let's say you started this trade or this coin with 1,000. You assigned 1,000 USDT to this coin, and then the bot started working on this one. And then let's say the bot, after some time, or let's say in one trade, it made as low as just $1 or 1 USDT in profit. So the next trade is going to be based on a new amount, not based on 1,000. Our new capital is going to be 1,001, and it goes forward. The next trade also, once we make another profit, it adds to the capital. Let's say in a couple of days, this account made, let's say, 100 USDT in profit. It's 100 USDT profit. The new capital is going to be, instead of just being 1,000, it's going to be 1,100. And then that means the initial trade is going to be, or the next trade is going to be bigger than the previous one because now the capital is bigger. Always the EasyBot is taking percentage of the capital assigned to that coin. It doesn't take a fixed amount, it takes a percentage. So if let's say, for example, if it's 3.39% of 1,000, the next trade is going to be based on 3.3% of 1,100 based on this example. And then your account is going to be growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Maybe it's going to be the capital instead of 1,000 going to be 2,000 at a point of time, or maybe 3,000 or even more, because it's a compounding. And you can read about compounding and understand exactly what I mean by this. So this is simply how EasyBot works. I'm not going into details about the strategy and the details. It's just wanted to explain and refresh to you guys, how does EasyBot take a trade and how does it take profit and how does it compound. So let's get back to the slides. Okay, so getting back to our topics. Okay, now this is the trade that we have been following long back. This is AAVE that started in that account of 81,000 USDT. In this coin, there was 8,100 assigned to this coin. It started on 3rd of April. And when we started this coin, or when the trading started in this AAVE coin, the price was as high as 251. And right now, if you can see on the top here, the price right now is as low as 96 today. I don't know what is it at the moment, but like a couple of hours back, it was 96 USDT. That means the price actually have dropped 155 USDT. If we calculate the percentage, it's 61.75%. 61.75%. And the bot is still working. And what's happening here is that the bot is taking part of the profit that's being taken at the lowest market to help bringing down the average price, or bringing down the trades on the top, which were taken at this price at 251. So the average price right now is as low as 173 USDT. The initial trade was 251. And right now that trade is at 173, or the average price for that trades on the top is at 173.17. That means now we're talking about, we dropped that trade on the top by 77.83 USDT. In percentage, that means it's been dropped by 31%. You can make the math. We just minus the initial trade and price minus the current price, and minus the average price that we have here, and then we divided it by the initial price, and that gives it the percentage of drop. So right now it's 31%. And as the market goes on, if the market stays at the price of 96 or even lower than this, it's still easy. What's going to be working, buying and selling small trades, and that average price will keep on moving down. We keep on moving down. Maybe after some time it would be 170, and then 160, 150, and then goes down until it reaches the current market price. If the market stays there at 69 or even 100 or even lower than this. So eventually the average price is going to be meeting with the market price at a point of time. When it goes above that by 1.5%, is going to be closing the whole trade at whatever point of time. Now we have very, very good potential. Even if the market goes up a little bit, it can close at this point of 173 if the market just jumps up. If the market doesn't jump up, it stays there down, it's going to be still moving that average price down until it meets with the average with the market price, and then close the whole trade at once, and then open all the way again, open all the trades from the beginning at that specific price line. And then if the market goes down again another 50-60%, it's still going to sustain and make profit. Because in a normal case scenario, what happens is that you have a trade open at this place, so you have to wait for the market to come up again here to close that trade. Because you opened it at this price, you need the market to come back to this price plus a specific amount of percentage, then you close it and you take profit. But what we're doing here in EasyBot, because we're not looking at technical analysis here, we're not looking at news, we're not looking at speculation, because speculations can be wrong. You cannot guarantee 100% that my speculation is right and the market is going to go up at this point of time. I better buy here, and then it's going up, and then I close. It might happen. It might be right and it might be wrong. Most of the times it's wrong. And now the market is at 96 USDT. No one knows for sure when the market is going to come back up again. No one knows for sure that if the market ever going to come back up again. That's why we designed EasyBot this way, that it pulls down that trade on the top and bring it down to the market price, because we don't want to work on speculation. We don't want to work on something that might be right and might be wrong. What we know for sure that the market is fluctuating. And as long as the market is fluctuating, it's going to make small trades, open and close, buy and sell, and making small profit. Part of that profit is used to pull down that trade which was open on the top on the price of 251, and that will eventually meet with the current market price. We will keep on watching this specific trade until it closes completely, and then we'll celebrate the closing of this trade, and then it will show how EasyBot did that. And look at this average price now, and let's look at it 2 weeks later after on the next call. It will be lower than this. If you remember the last time, I don't remember what was the average price, but it was higher than this. I think 179 or 178, something like this. So it keeps on moving down as the market is fluctuating. So right now, it brought down the average price, and at the same time, there is a profit being made, which is 806.91 USDT, because we're using part of the profit that's made at the lower market to pull down the average price. What about the remaining profit is kept as a profit? So right now, we're talking about 806 out of 8,000. So we're talking about approximately 10% being made at the lower market, while the market have dropped more than 60%. We have made 10% in profit, and we're pulling down that trade on the top to be closed at any point of time. And there's a very important note here. Now, to realize the whole profit that have been made, which is the 806 that we're seeing here, the whole trade have to close. We have to wait for the whole trade to close, that average price to be met somewhere by the current market price, and then closing it, and then you can recognize the whole profit in USDT. Because right now we have some trades which are open. We cannot say recognize the profit at this stage. We have the profits being made already, but unless the whole trade have been closed and all the open trades have been closed with profit, then we cannot recognize the profit. But once this trade have closed, then you will get back the 8,100, which was started at this with this trade, plus all the profit which is being made, which is 801, plus the profit that will be made by the trade, the big trade, which is on the top, which is being pulled down as the time goes. Now, this is about how does EasyBot pull down the average price, and this is a real example. Now we will look at how does EasyBot, we just talked about how does EasyBot take profit. We said that if the market is going up, it's going to be following the market until it reaches to a point where it retraces or come down by 0.5%. And this is a real example, guys. And the coin here that we're talking about is CRV. And look at this trade on the top here. This trade have made 3.87 USDT in profit. Yes, the amount is not so big, but compared to the capital, I think the capital assigned to this coin is as low as 300 to the total trades that we have in this coin. So we're talking about 1%, 1.8%, or 1.3%, or 1.2% approximately of the capital that's being made in one trade. Normally, such trade like this one is making as low as $0.5 or 0.4 or 0.3 sometimes. But this specific trade made $3.8. Why did it happen? Because here, look at this. When we went back to the market and we looked at the candles of the coin and look at the chart, this trade was open somewhere here. The average trade for those two, but this is one buy and this one buy at this price. So the average price is somewhere here. And it was closed at 1.347, which is here, somewhere 1.347. So what happened is that the trade was here. It was supposed to close somewhere here at 1.5%, but because the market, if you see here, the green candle, the market was just going up. So the EasyBot was following the market, was following and following until it reached a point that it peaked up and then it started moving down and then it closed at that point. So the market went up here and then it started going down, then it closed it here, because that's an indication that the market's going down and that's the peak of the market. And guess what? That's what happened. The market started going down after that. So that was the right place to close this trade. And we have, and instead of making just 1%, made as high as 7.4%. It shows in negative because actually we pulled the line from here to here. We're supposed to pull it from here to here. But the difference between this point and this point is 7.4% instead of just 1 or 1.5%. And we have seen many examples like this. Like every 2 weeks when we come to this call, I'm seeing like many examples happening in the market like this. And you can look at your own accounts if you're already in EasyBot and you will see something like this. Like you'll see some trades are making more than the other trades. This is because of this take profit retracement. Okay, so what I explained about how EasyBot since the beginning is how EasyBot is actually, in simple words, the trade which was opened here, it gets closed here and makes profit. In simple words, the EasyBot takes the profit at the high market takes a trade at a high market, and if the market goes down, it's going to close that trade that was open on the top at the bottom of the market and still make profit. And this is live example. This coin is Ethereum, and you can look at the dates here to verify and look at the price. What was the price at that specific date and the specific time? It was open at when the Ethereum price was 1,988.53, and the market was only going down from there. It never went up, if you're following the market. So the market went down and then the same trades which were open on the top were closed when the price of this coin was 1,566.6. So let's analyze this. The trade started at the price of 1,988.53, and then it was closed at 1,566.6 and still made profit. So look at this on the right-hand side. The trade was closed. If you take the difference between 1,988.53 and 1,566.6, it's actually 21.21%. So the trade started here. Market was just moving down. The trade which was opened at here, it was closed at minus 21.21%, and at the same time made a profit of 44 USDT. And the amount invested here is 1,000, so that's 4.8%. Now, how long did this take? Maybe it took long. Look at this here. Started on 31st of May. This is when this trade was taken, or when this cycle started. 31st of May. When was it closed? 20th of July. That means 2 days back. So you can count the days. Yes, it took a little bit longer because EasyBot is not creating the market, is following the market, is surfing the wave, is not creating the wave. So if the market fluctuates, if it goes down, it's going to still buy and sell, and bring that average price down and meet with it at a point of time and make profit. So eventually the market did not come back up again. The market is at minus 21.21%, and still the whole trade was closed and made profit of 4.8%. Okay, let's get back now to the account that I shared last time. And this is the performance of a real account. These are all the coins that we have in KuCoin. In each coin, there was 1,000 invested, actually trading. And if you see here, all the coins, most of the coins have started on 19th of May, except for the last coins on the bottom. We're not going to consider those coins in our analysis today because these have opened in a different date. We will not deal with them the same, even though they made more profit than some of the coins which were opened earlier, but still just let's keep them aside so we can compare apple to apple. If you look at the first one here, it made $54 out of 1,000. That means 5.4%, and all of them have made profit. Let's get to the table here. So FIL USDT have made 5.44%, and Link have made 11.69%. LTC have made 8.88%. XRP have made 7.76%. BTC have made 3.3%. XMR made 6.63%. ETC made 9.39%. And then we have Doge have made 9.56%. XML have made 6.47%. BCH, Bitcoin Cash, have made 4.99%. DOT have made 6.62%. Sol have made 12.31%. Matic have made 23.7%. 23.7%. Uni have made 19.6%. ADA have made 8.5%. Ethereum have made 7.05%. Now, did I know that Matic is going to be the best coin? It's going to be the best performer? No. And I think no one can know. So the best way really to have the maximum out of this market is to diversify your funds. Invest or trade in most of as many coins as you can, so that you can capture the market. If some of the coins are not doing well, the other coins are going to be doing well, because not all of the coins are just moving the same way. We're depending here in EasyBot on small trades, small fluctuations, which is like 1.5%, 2%, 3%, which might differ from a coin to a coin. Yes, maybe all the market is going the same way. If the market is going up, everything is going up, or if the market is going down, everything is going down. But the fluctuation level is going to be different from coin to a coin. That's why it's really wise to diversify your funds as much as you can. So here, this is the Matic. I don't know if you guys have seen the previous call. I have shared the same account but the number of days were 50 days. I don't have it here in my presentation today, but this is the performance of this account on 64 days specifically. Keep in mind, there were 2 days, actually, the bot was not working because the API connection was having some error, so we corrected it 2 days later. So we're talking actually about 62 days, about 2 months. So this is performance 2 months. The average percentage that the whole account have made is about 9.34%. In USDT is 1,587 out of 17,000. That's all from my side, guys. I'll leave it back to David to share whatever he wants to share today, and then we will open the chance for people to ask questions if they need. David.
Thank you for that, Mohammed. You know, one of the things that we know is going to come up as a question in our Q&A is what can we expect? And I'm sure you guys, you've either asked the question or been asked the question. You know, what can we expect EasyBot to produce in terms of profit every month? And, you know, Mohammed just gave us an example, a live example of a real account. And one of the things that I want to make sure that we take away from what we just looked at is, number one, is that past results aren't indicative of future results. But the bigger takeaway here is that all the results that we're seeing is in a market that for the majority of those 64 days, in the example of the last account, the market has been trending downward. And so the real question and the real thing that we're excited most about with EasyBot isn't what happens when the market's on fire and everybody's excited. The end of the day, our target for EasyBot isn't to be the most profitable bot under every circumstance, but to be the most consistent bot under every circumstance. Because what we know that you want and what users want, particularly if you want it to be easy, is you want to simply know that if I put my money into an exchange and I connect this bot to trade it for me, is it going to work consistently over time? And what we're showing and what we're experiencing and demonstrating here today is the answer to that question is an emphatic yes. We can see that even in a down market, EasyBot still has found a way to create profits and to increase the value of a portfolio. And that is the most exciting thing that we can share with you today. All right, so now we've come to the point where we want to open up the floor for any questions. So guys, if you have questions, we'll take some comments also if you have some comments, but let's try to keep it focused primarily around the bot. So if you have any questions about our affiliate program, join us tomorrow. We do a business builders call specifically for our affiliates. We'll take any of those related questions on tomorrow's call. Let's really focus on our product here today. So guys, if you have a question, go ahead and get lined up and raise your hand and we'll call on you in the order that we see you. Breezy, you're up first, come on in.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. I know I'm in support, but I really wanted to ask this question. Can a completely experienced trader, because I'm familiar with crypto and I'm going to get to the point where I'm experienced. I know the bot can do this 24/7, but can a human being that is experienced in crypto able to do these trades that the bot is doing for us to pull the average price down? Are they capable of even doing that even for 5 minutes, let alone a whole workday or the time that they're awake? I really wanted to know that. Sorry. I know it's a silly question, but I definitely wanted to address it.
It's a great question. It's a fantastic question.
That's a good question. Technically, it's possible. Yes, if you just have to do the mathematical formula behind the average price. You need to know how the average price is moving down and how do you calculate the average price, which is the bot is doing for us right now. But yes, you can do that manually. You can do it, but right now, if you compare the human being with the technology, a human being, first of all, is subject to mistakes, subject to delay, subject to, now you see the account that I shared now, it has about 19 coins and all of them are running at the same time. The bot is looking at the market every second for each coin and then deciding what to do next. Can a human being do that? The answer is no. I believe it's no, unless there's someone who's, I don't know, a robot or something like this. But this is the thing. And if you want to do that, and even if you want to work with a delay of 5 minutes or 1 minute or 2 minutes and get that done, you need to really work 24/7. And there is no human being that can work 24/7. So you deploy the bot to do this for you instead. Actually, the strategy came from a human being, right? I was the one designing the strategy. for the bot. So originally it came from a human being. That means a human being can do a trading this way, but the speed of trades is the key, because sometimes the market just jumps up for 2 seconds and then come down. You cannot capture it as a human being. Even if you capture it, you cannot go and open the trade and close it and sell and do all of these things. The market would be already gone. But the bot can do it. Technology can do it, because the bot is looking every second at the market. Look at the market, come back, make the analysis, buy or sell, take a decision, which is algorithm being programmed into the bot. And then it looks at whatever amount of bots that you have, whether it's 5 or 10 or 20. But I believe if you can do it for one coin, as a human being, you will be still in delay, and you still have to sleep a couple of hours. You have to eat, you have to do something. But now just deploy the bot, let it work, and then you can do whatever you want to do in life. You have another job, you have to go out, you need to go for vacation, you need to just do something else, whatever it is. And that's what we're doing now. Now, as we speak, I'm sure that since I started my presentation until I finished, maybe there are tens or hundreds of trades already happened for people already on the call here, without them having to be there on top of it and opening and closing trades. Hope this answers, Breezy.
It's amazing, just absolutely amazing. And again, being in support, I get to see this on a daily basis, and it's super exciting. And knowing that we have this product is unbelievable. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, George, you're up next. Come on in with your question. You should be able to unmute.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Hey, George.
Thank you, EasyBot team. My question is not about the performance of the bot. In fact, I enjoy the bot. Thank you very much. So I just want to ask about the new strategy being worked on. When are we expecting it?
Yeah, thank you, George, for this. The new strategy is almost there. I'm just wanting to test for a couple of more days, just to make sure that everything is fine before we deploy it into the live. So you can expect it within less than a week. It should be alive, because while we were developing, I had new ideas to add on, which I had the developers to work on to just even enhance the enhancement. So you can expect it within a week.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great. Thank you.
Got the super enhanced strategy coming. All right, Palmer, come on in, sir.
Hey, David. Hey, Mohammed. First of all, I just want to say how freaking hyped I am to be a part of this. I'm a college student right now. I'm 20 years old.
Wow.
I'm not a crypto guru, but let me tell you, it is 100% legit. If you're in here and you're questioning it, it's 100% legit. I'm sure you've gotten this question before, but here's my question. Are y'all planning on developing an app in the near future, or is it going to stay on the website? Because I know I've heard I have a couple of buddies that were a part of it before I was, and they mentioned the development of an app eventually, and I didn't know if you guys were planning on doing that.
Yeah, we don't have in our short-term roadmap, we don't have any plans for an app for trading. We do have a training and marketing app, and that's designed to provide access to resources and information, training, and it's an incredibly useful tool for those who are taking advantage of our affiliate rewards plan. But EasyBot as an application will remain a cloud-based application for the time being.
Gotcha. Thank you, David. Appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Peter, come on in. Did we lose Peter?
Okay. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. For me, I just want to really appreciate Mohammed for this effort, and I pray that God Almighty will continue to bless and enhance His, knowledge for doing this and improve us. So, my first question has to do with the bot. Can one trade a particular bot? Can it be traded at the same time? Like he gave example ETH. Can one assign 2 bots for to ECH? That is the first question. Then the second question has to do with Let me get my paper where I wrote it down.
All right. Well, the answer to your first
Yeah.
question is yes. You can trade the same coin multiple times.
Okay, thank you so much. So the second question has to do with the example that Mohammed gave us, the live trading for like 64 days now, which he said is actually 62 days. I want to know how much was used up by the bot for those periods. I'm just trying to make a comparison. You know, we have some certain percentage that we assign to the bot, like 5% of your, you know, trading capital. So, I mean, how much was used up for, you know, to make those profits? I don't know whether you get my question. That is the,
Yeah, I think I get your question.
okay, so can I go on with the third question because it's just the
Yes.
last one?
Yes.
Okay, the last one, I don't know whether it has to do with the affiliate, but let me just put it forward. What is the benefit of KuCoin in this relationship? As we assign API with KuCoin and EasyBot, so what? I just want to know what is KuCoin, you know, benefiting from this relationship.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
thank you.
that all?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Regarding the first question of how much is being used right now for the in the bot to create that profit, well, this question is difficult to answer because I don't know the answer. I have to go through the trades and see how much is being used because imagine this, put this in your mind. Now, EasyBot with the default strategy is taking only 3.39% of the capital as initial trade. And as the market goes down, it buys in intervals. Okay, and then when it comes to a point to sell the whole thing, it sells. When it comes to a point to sell a small part of it, it sells a small part of it until it closes the whole cycle. So it's really difficult to define how much of the capital is being used. I can tell you in each trade, for example, in this trade, there was $30 being used and it made $1 USDT in profit for that specific trade. But it accumulates, I mean, by the time. Maybe if you add all of the amount that came into trade, maybe more than the 1,000. If we say one coin, we assigned 1,000, if you adds up all of the trades and the amounts being used, it would be definitely more than 1,000, but not all at once. Like taking a small trade, taking a small amount, buy, and then when it comes to selling, it sells and put the profit out, and then enter into the market again with a small amount, and then come back again. If the market goes down, it starts using the amount from the USDT little by little until it reached a point that it wants to sell, buy, sell, until it reached to a point that it can close the whole trade, and then it's up to you. If you want to get into a new trade, put it in cycle mode. If you want to close it, put it in a single mode. Then it close everything, put back the money for you in USDT. So to define the exact amount being in all the trades is difficult, but it's probably more than the capital that you have used. But based on the strategy that we have made, you always have amount of USDT available for you to take trades and if the market even goes down by 51%, 60%, sometimes 70%, and it still buys and sells into the market. Regarding the second question about the KuCoin benefit, now we have two exchanges being connected, KuCoin and Binance and Binance.us, sorry. Normally, how does the exchange works? The exchange works in a way that if you make an account, forget about EasyBot now, let's talk about the exchange itself. You make an account, you buy some crypto, and then you start trading. You buy and sell, Any buy that you make, the exchange is making money. Any sell that you make, the exchange is making money. For KuCoin, for example, it's 0.1% in each buy and in each sell. You can reduce that amount by buying the original coin of KuCoin, which is called KCS, that gives you 20% discount. So instead of paying 0.1%, you would be paying 0.08%. In Binance, for example, if you don't use the BNB, you will be paying in trading like 0.1% for buying and 0.1% for selling. If you have BNB and you assign that to take the fees of the trading, then it will be 25% discounted. You will be paying 0.075% for buy and 0.075% for selling. So that's how the exchanges are making income or benefiting from any kind of trading, whether it's a bot trading or it's a manual trading.
Okay, sorry, I got your answer clearly to two of the questions. The the first question, I mean, you have not really answered it the way I understand it. I'm not talking of how much EasyBot use. You know, there's a particular money we, keep in EasyBot in our wallet that is being, I don't know what I forgot the name we call it. You know, as the trade goes on, the money reduces. Not the one in KuCoin, not the one in the exchange. I mean, the one in our
software
wallet.
service fees.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know whether you get my question right now.
So what about that amount? That amount in your wallet, you are putting it for the bot to be able to take the software service fees, because we don't have, you don't have access to your Binance or KuCoin to take it. So you have to put it up front, and it will be reduced time by time. Whenever you make a small profit, it takes a small cut from you until it comes to close to zero. Then you have to replenish again and add more funds to that.
Okay, so that is the bot services. Okay. Yeah,
Exactly.
so that's just what I want to. That's why I'm asking, how much do you think those thousands you assigned to all of those coin has used for those number of 62 days? That is my question. Not the capital that we assign to the bot. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You can still calculate that amount, how much you have paid to the EasyBot to execute that trade by just checking your total profit. And if you are a paid member, it will be 20% of that. If you are free subscriber, then it will be 30% of that.
Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Great questions, Peter. As a general guide for everybody on software service fees, for every $250 in profit, you would have paid $50 in software service fees. That's a guide for our paid members. That's at 20%. All right, Antoinette, you are up next. Come on in.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for this call, firstly.
Okay.
I know the network marketing call is tomorrow. I'm actually a really popular YouTuber, over 300,000 subscribers, and I saw EasyBot, and I'm really excited to push this. I do have a few questions, though. What is the minimum deposit you'd recommend for someone getting started? I don't know if I missed that, but what is the minimum deposit to actually get started with the bot?
Yeah, so a couple things, Antoinette. Thank you for joining us, first of all. And I'd love to, if you're open to it, I'd love to set up a more personal meeting with you so that we can answer a lot of the questions that are going to be important for you and your audience if this is something you want to talk about. But you ask a great question. So the strategy that Mohammed talks about, the default strategy that all members have access to, it's a strategy that's designed to create profit consistently no matter where the market's going, whether it's up or down. Now, for that strategy to work as it's been designed, it requires a minimum of $600 in the exchange account. And so whether it's Binance or KuCoin, that money is in the exchange account. And then the strategy that EasyBot has will trade and allow the member to trade consistently in profit, even into a market that's dropped 50% or more. Now, in terms of your specific question, which is what's the minimum amount somebody needs, you can actually trade with less than the 600, but you don't have access to the default strategy, to the built-in strategy settings. So you would simply need to uncheck that, and you can trade with a smaller amount. You will have to define your own strategy parameters in order to be able to do that. When you uncheck the default strategy, you have the pre-built strategy already there for you. The thing that you'd have to be aware of is simply that the account can run out of money. Should the market drop considerably, the account can run out of money and you're no longer experiencing that consistency of EasyBot turning profit for you. So we recommend that everybody starts with at least a minimum of 600, but you do have some flexibility below that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
All right. And Antoinette, if you don't mind, connect with Eazy. Let's get your contact information. We'd love to set up an opportunity to talk with you some more.
Okay, definitely will. Thank you.
All right. iPhone 13, come on in. Tell us your name and then your question. You should be able to unmute on your side. iPhone 13. There you go. All right, tell us your name first.
Yeah, my name is Vernon Gibbs.
Hey, Vernon.
Hey, I have my video off. I hope that's okay.
Of course.
Okay, so the question I have, I think was just answered by, I have a couple of questions, but from what I heard you say, it's possible for the account, not the account that you have with the exchange, but the account that you set up for the fees, it's possible for it to run out of money if the trades go against it, or does it run out of money? Can it run out of money in either direction? And is the profit from your trading going into that account?
Good. So you asked a couple questions. So
Yeah.
great questions.
Yeah.
So the account that we're talking about in EasyBot is, and let me back up a step. So I respect that there's some folks on the call that are brand new to EasyBot. So let me explain exactly how this works. So all of the funds that are being traded are traded in the exchange. So they're never going into EasyBot. They stay in the exchange, and EasyBot connects to a secure API. In your EasyBot wallet, however, you need to have enough funds to cover what we call software service fees. If you're a free member, then it's 30% for each closed trade. If you're a paid member, it's 20%. And so every time a trade is closed, 20% of the profit is taken out of that wallet. So you're essentially pre-funding that wallet so that EasyBot can pull the funds from there because it doesn't have access to funds in your exchange. Every time a trade is closed, that trade is closed on the exchange. And here's the thing everybody should know is that every single trade that happens in EasyBot, you can actually go back to your exchange and you can see that exact trade happen on your exchange. One of the things that's a quick heads up for you guys as a note is that if you haven't set your time zone on your exchange, I know KuCoin in particular, your times might be a little bit off, so you won't be able to see those one-to-one. But other than that, every single thing that happens on the exchange, EasyBot creates a record of it so that you can see it and understand it easily, but it all happens on the exchange. What EasyBot does is it buys the base coin that you're trading. So let's say we're trading Bitcoin, for example. It's going to take the USDT that you have in the account. We keep all the funds in USDT, so it keeps the account stable. It's going to take, let's say, $10 in USDT and buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. Now, if it sells that $10 worth of Bitcoin in profit, let's say it makes $1 in profit. So now you've got $11 that's going back into USDT in your exchange account. And now with compounding, EasyBot's going to use that entire $11 for your next trade. And that cycle continues until you stop it. Does that help?
Are you saying that you never lose money in these trades?
We never close on a losing trade, correct.
You never close on a losing trade.
Never close on a losing trade.
Yeah, that's a very important point.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, okay. So is this a proprietary software? Do you have patents on this?
We don't. You know, we do calls like this. We're a very open community. You know, at the end of the day, it's technology. Anybody can look at the technology and decide that they want to do their own version of it. So we've never taken the approach of trying to protect the technology. At the end of the day, it's a strategy and it's a software. It's the software's ability to read the market and do it as quickly as EasyBot does. We look at the market every single second in order to execute decisions on buys and sells. There are a number of particulars that go into the technology that I won't go into. And then there's the strategy. And of course, we talked, you know, with great detail about how the strategy works. Can somebody else replicate that strategy? For sure. The thing that I think that separates EasyBot more than anything else that's hard to replicate is what you're experiencing right now. There's a group of people, executive team for this company showed up for the call. Mohammed, the CEO of the company, is here answering your questions. And in crypto, this is an unusual experience. And so what we're super proud of is not only do we have a product that's amazing, that works consistently, but we're proud to back that product to show up, answer questions, and provide an amazing level of support for it as well. And that's the part that will continue to separate us from everyone else.
Yeah, so I just want to make a point of that. You know, I've been around a long time and I've paid my dues. So if the technology is that good, and I'm not saying it isn't, because I'm totally on board with this. Why not have some kind of a proprietary protection on it? If you're able to,
I'll answer it for you simply.
Yeah.
Technology is very, 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 very difficult and very, very, very expensive to protect globally. It just like you're gonna drain your resources as a startup company trying to protect something that, quite frankly, you just can't protect. Anybody can reverse engineer the technology.
All right.
And so, and then it's a question of, is it even patentable? At the end of the day, you've got to make the case for it being patentable. And we just have chosen not to go that direction. So our approach has simply been to be to build a fantastic product, to go fast, to go hard, to provide an incredible level of support, and to build an amazing community. And that's what you're here experiencing today.
That's a fair answer, and I'm very happy with that answer. I mean, it does mean that competitors could spring up, but
Sure.
I see that the value of building it fast and building it globally, is a better way to go than to try and protect it, because I've been down that road too. So
yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, Vernon, if you know our story, we all came from Mohammed, Coach, myself, and a number of us came from using another technology, another bot. Right. And a lot of EasyBot was inspired by the experiences and the way that bot worked. And in fact, Mohammed's original, the foundation of the strategy that EasyBot runs on today was really developed from the experiences in that other platform. So, in crypto and in blockchain technology, we really do work in a collaborative space. And so the kind of typical walled garden that you find in tech companies, it's just a little, I think it's just a little bit different here. And, at the end of the day, we've got a product that we think is incredibly unique, and the community that we build around it really is the thing that protects what we're building.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Theo, you're up next. You should be able to hit unmute.
Hey, David and Mohammed. Good afternoon. Good morning. I'm brand new to EasyBot. I just wanted to say I'm very excited and grateful for the opportunity that you guys are providing in an uncertain time where people need it, especially myself. Just two really quick questions. The first one is, besides the funds, or I'm sorry, the cost for the software service fee, the 20%, are there any other monthly fees associated with having an account? And the other is, if you start with an advanced membership, can you upgrade later to a VIP account?
Yeah, two great questions. No additional fees. So all of the software service fees are essentially prepaid, and you'll simply just need to replenish your software service fee, your wallet in EasyBot, to continue to cover software service fees for ongoing trading. If you decide to share EasyBot with others and take advantage of our affiliate rewards plan, you may never need to replenish that wallet because all the commissions get paid into that wallet. Your other question, I'm sorry, I just drew a blank on your second question.
Oh, yeah. Just if you start with an advanced account,
yes.
Can you upgrade at a later time?
Yes, you absolutely can. It's prorated for the remainder of time between your advanced account and your VIP.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Great questions. Yogi, you're up next. Come on in. Sorry, I think I double tapped you.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, we can. There you go.
Okay, thanks for the call. I've been in crypto for a few years, like I'm sure many of us have here. I've been buying altcoins and storing them. And over the last 3 months, we know that the value has decreased a lot. I'm still holding onto those coins. So my portfolio has gone down in dollar terms. Now, I've been in bots, and I'm sure many have, where you hear the term accounts have got blown, and in Forex mainly, there's the expert advisors, there's bots that are use leverage in crypto. Now, I get a lot of people helping my team that what's the risk? Can our accounts get blown? So I've answered them because I know the answers. So basically all we're doing, and I'd love to hear your side or Mohammed's side, that you're actually buying an altcoin as you would normally and holding on to it. But here, what's happening is you're buying that Cardano or your Aave or even Bitcoin, and you're holding on to it. So really, the only risk, because we talk about profit all the time, which is great, and we've never made a loss. The only risk that people ask is, if Bitcoin goes to zero. Am I right in saying that that's the only risk that we face with this bot? Or if Cardano goes to zero? Can you put your terms on that, or Mohammed?
Sure, Mohammed, you want to take that?
Yes, sure. Let's take a small example here. Luna.
Yes.
If you were trading Luna, I mean, nothing can stop you. I mean, the price went down to more than a couple of thousands %. So yeah, I think your answer is completely correct. The risk that you're having here is that because it's a spot trading, it's not a margin trading, it's not a future trading, you're buying with your money. Like I'm having this fund, this is a coin, I'm paying this specific amount and I'm holding this coin. This coin stays with me, whether the price goes down to zero or goes up to the sky. So it's I'm holding this. If this goes to zero, if the value of this coin or this specific coin that I bought goes to zero, then obviously my portfolio goes to zero. But as long as it's fluctuating and it's not going to zero, your fund will still be there.
So there's no the only difference between buying over the years, dollar cost averaging here, what's happening is I'm also buying those coins and making profit along the way, but we are selling those coins as well. So that's what I explain to people. And you know, you cannot effectively blow your account, as the term.
Yeah, let me give you one more hint, Yogi. Let's take a comparison now. If you're holding on altcoins, whatever the coins, let's talk about Bitcoin specifically. I'm not going to mention numbers here. Now, let's say today the Bitcoin price is about 24,000, right, or 23,000. So you have 23,000 USDT, and you want to get it into crypto. You want to invest into crypto. If you buy a Bitcoin today and you keep it in five years from now, what do you expect the price would be for Bitcoin?
I hope it would go up. I don't know.
Okay, how much approximately? Just shoot a number.
100,000.
100,000. Very good. Now, if you take the same 23,000 and you put it in EasyBot and you trade all the coins, I will not say how much EasyBot is going to be making per month, but you just, based on your experience, based on your own account, based on what do you expect the monthly could be, approximate monthly income that could be. And then keep in mind, EasyBot is doing compounding as well. Use a compounding calculator and put the numbers there and see which one is going to be more valuable to you. By trading maybe the same coins that you would buy on, and you said 100,000. I would say even if it reached to 500,000, it's still with the trading is going to be more based on the numbers that we have seen so far.
Yeah, I've averaged 8 to 10% after my fees.
Wow, that's anyway. You do the math. I don't want to just blow anyone's mind here. Just do the math. Use an online calculator or something like this. It will show you what if it goes with the same pace. Whether and the market was down, right? The Bitcoin might remain the same amount, might go up and then after sometimes go down, and maybe 5 years from now it will be the same price. No one knows. But if you're trading, it gets use of the small market movement, the daily market movements of plus minus 1 to 5% in a day. This is the best for EasyBot. It just buys and sells within that range and then makes profit and brings back the money again as USDT because they're stable coin, right? So do your math and then you can also explain to your people or just have an idea of what's possible here.
Yeah, it's just that it won't blow the account. That's what I put across to people. You know, we've got one or the other, USDT or Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Cheers for that.
Yogi, if I could just input here as well, because this is spot trading, it's not margin or leverage where you're in contracts where you could blow an account. And we've seen that done over and over again, especially in the Forex realm. But here it's spot trading. It's coin for coin, token for token. And therefore, like was stated earlier, the entire market would have to go to zero for people to lose everything. Yeah. And the chances of that happening are probably 1 billion to 1 right now with the full adoption of cryptocurrency on the horizon.
Which is why you don't do the low cap coins as well. You want that extra bit of security. You want
yes, that's exactly right.
Brilliant. Yeah,
David.
All right. Next up is Genia. Come on in.
Okay. Hello, and hello everybody, and thank you for your patience because I'm on for the atmosphere and the elements. I'm on the streets of Brooklyn, on the planet of Brooklyn. So hopefully you can hear me.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, we hear you. You hear me? Yes, in the Park Slope. Okay, so quick, tiny questions for you. Number one, do you have any Aave information? Number two, please remind me where the recaps of our calls are for the Vimeo page or the site. Number three, and I'm gonna take some of this burden off of Breezy, who is just absolutely fabulous. I almost had a scare with my trading bot password. I wrote it down the way as I intended, but I didn't put it in there like that. So and I figured it out. God bless the sound mind, right? So I figured it out, but just curious, do US subscribers have a way, like, will we get penalized if we use the ID verification? You know, it's not KYC. I know that, like, say if you need to reset your password, would we rock the boat if by chance, God forbid, anybody had to do that? Yeah, and then, and the last one, hopefully I'm not firing, you know, it's not rapid fire.
Okay. You're just gonna have to repeat them.
Okay, and so the percentage, please remind me to figure out the percentage that we're making. Do we divide the profit by the amount that we initially put in? And that's it. I'm done.
Okay. So a couple good questions. I think the first question you asked, if it sounded like it was about Aave. Do we have any information about Aave? Did I hear that correctly? Did we lose Genia? I'm gonna let you unmute again.
That's what she said.
Okay, there I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I was curious. I didn't see it on that account or in the chart, and it was going well. And I was just wanting to know, because I was thinking about that point as well.
Okay, I'm sorry. On the Aave coin that we've been showing in previous demos, is that what you're asking about?
David, she's asking about when Mohammed showed the list of coins that we're trading. So I don't think he's trading Aave to show Aave or CRV.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So in the account where we show the list of coins, you're not trading Aave, are you? In that? No.
Well, actually, we have Aave here, but it was started later, so it's not considered that as part of the list. So we have CRV and AAVE. Those have started like on 30th of May. So I wanted also to compare apple to apple. So all of these others have started on 19th of May. So we're trading, but it's not in the list. Yes, the list is not including the Aave and CRV.
Got it. Okay, awesome. To your next question, I'm going to drop a link here for you. You asked about where to get the videos. All right, so there's two places. The easiest place, the place we prefer to get all of the information on previous calls, would be through the training and marketing app. So that's if you're in the training and marketing app and you scroll down on the training tab, I think it's at the very bottom, it'll take you to the corporate presentations and training calls. So today's call will be there. Very easy for you to access it from there. If you're not in the training and marketing app, please make sure you get it. Super important, because we will be sending in the very near future push notifications if there's something that you need to pay attention to in your bot. And so make sure that you're there. That's the best place to get it, but you can also use the link that I just dropped. Just follow our Vimeo channel, and all the calls that we upload to Vimeo, you can find on the channel as well. All right. Anybody remember the last two questions that were fired off? Breezy, do you remember? Genia, I'd try and find you and unmute you one more time.
The KuCoin question, if we have any possibility of, or anyone not, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you're in the US, you have two options for an exchange, Binance.us or KuCoin. And KuCoin is not registered in the US, so you don't, if you go through the KYC process, then you will get blocked in KuCoin. So that's the answer for KuCoin. If you would like to complete a KYC process, then we recommend you use Binance US.
No, David, the question was regarding the trading password. If you forgot it or you need to reset it, they're asking for ID verification, not KYC.
Got it.
And I didn't know if US people could do that or not.
Got it. Breezy, do you have an answer to that question? I don't think I've dealt with that.
We haven't yet. She was the first person that I had that issue come up, but thank God she figured it out. So that's something we're still going to have to research in reference to, you know, you're not going to be able to withdraw anything, but possibly stopping the trades or making it in single strategy, if that's the case, so that it closes out, and then KYC to be able to remove the funds, because we need to verify that information.
Okay, I was trying to take it off your hands, Eazy.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
Did we get all your questions?
the last one on how to figure out my profits.
Oh, got it. So
I mean, I'm sorry, the percentage.
percentage. Yes. So I love websites for that. You know, we could give you the math, but let me just drop a link for you. And there's a number of those. You can just Google percentage calculator. It gives you 3 different ways of calculating percentages. My recommendation is use a website that does the hard work for you. Hope that's helpful.
Yes, it is very helpful. And bless you guys, your transparency and availability and expertise is commendable and divine. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad you're here. Martin Thomas, come on in, sir. Welcome to the call.
Thank you so much, David, Mohammed, Breezy. Coach, I want to thank all of you personally for your transparency, just like she said. I've been involved in several companies, and this is one of the ones where I've actually seen the entire executive board front and center. So for all of us here, I applaud you and I say thank you. Now, my question is twofold. One, do you have a list of countries or states that you're not allowed to operate in? Number one. And number two, on the EasyBot presentation, the 31-page PDF, is it possible for you guys to come up with one slide that just breaks down for the novice, what is a bot? What does it do? And then from there, we continue this. When I'm doing my presentations, that comes up a lot. And I want just an easier way to explain what a bot is. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. And we're super excited that you're here. I know you had an opportunity to spend some time with Mohammed and Coach Ken this week. And so your second question, I actually saw that come into the support yesterday. So I grabbed that, and yes, you'll see you'll see an updated version of our corporate presentation. Should be published for the public early next week, Monday or Tuesday. So look out for that coming. And yes, we will add something that talks about exactly how the bot works. I think you'll like some of the updates that are coming to the presentation. So great point then. And then to your first question about places that we are not allowed to operate, really we make that the user's responsibility. So we're a software company. So the company is based out of Dubai, registered in Dubai, and we offer the software to users. We don't track regulations in every jurisdiction around the world. We really think that it's the responsibility of the user to make sure that they understand what they're capable of. But at the end of the day, let's be clear about what our product is. It's a software company. We provide a software, and you decide if you want to connect it to your exchange, and the funds always stay in your exchange. So what we do isn't really unique in that sense. How we do it is unique. So I don't think that there's any concern that we have there that we've been compiling a list, so to speak. All right, great questions. Raymond Christ, you're up next. You should be able to unmute.
Yes, quick question. On the back, when I started in the beginning, it had, I put $600 in it and as I made a profit, the balance would grow to 610 or whatever. But now I want to advance and I did it and it doesn't grow. It just shows it's staying at the 600. And I mean, I can figure out what my balance is by going to my Binance account and seeing what's invested and what's still there. But am I wrong? It used to grow, that thing that was set, and there was always like a little bit difference in the gain and the balance, and I never really understood why, but that's a moot point. I don't see it at all anymore.
Yep, Mohammed, you want to show them?
Yes, actually, there's a little bit of a small change in the UI in the past couple of weeks. It's already there, but the way it looks is a bit different. So, for example, let's look at this coin here. This bot here. When you go inside the settings, you see this amount is not growing, but the actual amount, including the compounding, is here on the right-hand side.
Okay, all righty.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to go into the bot to see that number now. It used to be on the first screen though, right? Am I right?
It was here. No, it was here actually. This amount was the one growing, but just to make it easier for the user to just understand how much they have added at the beginning and how much they have made in profit is here. So it keeps this amount unchangeable, and this amount here is basically the profit plus the capital.
Okay, all right, thanks.
No problem.
Mohammed, can you show the hover effect from the details page as well?
Yeah. Yeah, on here also we have added one thing. If you come here to the balance, when you over it, it shows you more details where this balance is coming from.
Great, great. Okay, thanks.
No problem.
All right, great questions. And Brian Fraser, you're up next.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right, fantastic. I'd like to ditto everything that everybody has said about EasyBot and the staff and everybody that's involved. I mean, this is a great experience for people that are just getting involved in cryptocurrency. I mean, you can't have a better experience. I've been involved with cryptocurrency now for a couple of years, and I've kind of taught myself. And when you're teaching yourself, that could be a daunting experience, okay? Especially trying to get the lingo down, trying to understand how this stuff works, and all the various things that's involved in what I call the wild, wild west of finance, okay? Because this industry is not regulated, and in some cases that's a good thing, but in other cases it could be a bad thing, because if you don't understand what you're doing, you don't have a grasp on this thing, then you could lose a lot. And there's a lot of characters out there that are willing to take your money from you, okay, if you don't know what's going on. And so that's why I appreciate EasyBot so much, because it really helps the person, not just the novice, but even the people that think they know a lot about cryptocurrency. It just brings the basics to the perfect level to where people can understand everything that goes on in the crypto area. And once you learn the basics, then you can move into different areas. And so, I put EasyBot right up there at the level of all the big time Wall Street companies, in my opinion, even 401ks, insurance companies, because this is like the mutual fund of cryptocurrency. And you get to control this. You're in 100% control of your own mutual fund of cryptocurrency. That's how I look at it. And so in doing that, that gives you all the power, And I hope people can come to understand what position that they're in with EasyBot, okay? Because, a lot of us are out here chasing that dollar, chasing money, but EasyBot puts you in a position to where money can chase you, all right? So that's what I wanted to put out, because I have just totally fell in love with EasyBot. I planted my flag here, and I'm going to be here till the wheels fall off. So I just appreciate all of you, and just keep up the good work. And if you ever need me, I'm here with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Well, we need you. Can we use that soundbite? Because that was amazing.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Grab that. Grab those last few minutes. That was really amazing. Thank you so much for those kind words, Brian. We appreciate you. It's why we do this. It's why we continue to show up. And we really do believe that we can do crypto differently, and we can create an experience that people enjoy, that they profit. We believe that you can make money in crypto, and we can do it honestly, with integrity. We can build an amazing community. We can build friendships. We can learn and grow together. And if we do that right, if we lay that foundation, guys, every one of us that are on this call, we're going to build amazing wealth, whether it's through just using the product itself or a combination of using the product and sharing it with others. Thank you. Thank you for that, Brian. All right, Hector, you're up next.
Yes, good afternoon. Blessings to one and all. You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, cool. All right. What I would like to know is I am on board with the free package right now with the two bots. How can I maximize my earnings with the two bots? I don't know if I could add more funds where when I trade it would trade more, or what? Just guide me, please.
So if you're trading two bots, then just by virtue of what you have access to, your ability to diversify your portfolio is somewhat limited. So you're going to earn a certain percentage based on the two coins that you're trading and their performance in the market over a certain period of time. So if you looked at Mohammed's example, at Mohammed's performance, for example, Bitcoin didn't perform very well. And that's not a surprise to any of us. It's not a particularly volatile coin. It performed right around 3.3%. It's always in our history been the lowest performing coin. So let's assume you pick Bitcoin and Filecoin, where you're going to have an average of about 4% in return. Now, if you pick two other coins in this same period of time, say Matic and Solana, you'd have a very different experience. And so the most important way that you can improve your profit is to further diversify your portfolio. And of course, that means you have to have more funds. And so the first thing I would encourage you to do is how quickly can you increase your funds that you're investing so that you can get more, so that you can expand your portfolio. This is again why we think the advanced package is the ideal package for most of our users, is because it gives you enough to be able to diversify your portfolio and really get an average of experiences across all of these different coins. Now, if you're trading two coins and you want to increase the amount that you're trading in those two coins, let's say that you're started both of those with 600 and you want to take them up to say 1,000 or 2,000, you can also do that, but it's still a matter of the percentage that you're earning. So if you're earning say 4% or 10%, it's going to be a bigger dollar number and you might feel better about that experience. And so you definitely can do that. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the same percentage. The amount that you invest into any particular coin isn't going to improve the percentage return. Best way to improve your percentage return is to give yourself a broader opportunity in the market.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I understand that. But till I could get to advance to the other packages, the best way then is to add more funds to the two coins that I have. So like I just say, keep adding as I add it, increase the percentage, right?
Well, it's going to increase the dollar amount or the USDT amount return on your investment. It won't increase the percentage, but it will increase the amount that you're earning. And then you can take that amount and then decide to upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade. Right. That's my thought process on that one.
Perfect.
So all I need to do is just add the funds to my Binance account, and the bot then would automatically take out what I need to do it. Or I have to increase
you also want to increase the amount in your balance of the coins that you're trading.
I got you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. Great question. Okay. Roy, you're up next. Come on in with your question.
Sorry.
Or good morning.
Sorry. 1 second.
Okay.
So this will be in the GLU on the replay calls?
Yes, it will be. Give it a couple hours.
Okay, super. And I don't need to inflate anyone's egos. I think everyone's done it for you. But really, as far as a management team is concerned, you people are really unbelievable. I am so looking forward to this. We can help alleviate poverty, and let's help get us to Mars.
Indeed.
This is something quite exciting that can really just revolutionize what everyone is doing.
We agree. Thank you for that, Roy. Appreciate you. All right, Wilfred, you're up next. Wilfred, you should be able to hit that unmute button. Wilfred's going to come in, then Breezy, and then we're going to wrap up today's call. I'm going to ask Mohammed if you have any final words to come in and close us off with any final words from you. And then Coach Ken will be the last voice that you hear before we say goodbye for today. Wilfred, you had any luck with that mute button? All right, we're going to come back to you. Breezy, you want to come on in?
Absolutely. So thank you to Bernard. He messaged me letting me know that if by chance you have misplaced your trading password, you can retrieve it by putting your ID card and following the prompts. But that does not mean that you need to verify your account, and you are still able to trade. So, and I think Wilfred was able to unmute himself. So just to recap, you do not, still in the United States, do not verify your account. But if, God forbid, you have lost your trading account password, you can go through the process of getting your ID card verified. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, you're welcome. Wilfred, looks like you got unmuted. Come on in. All right, Wilfred, we're almost there. You're unmuted, but we still can't hear you. All right, Wilfred, we'll give you a little more time. Roy wants to come back in. Roy, come on
in. So I was just going to say that you guys are spectacular.
Okay.
I enjoyed this so much. You guys are not the first. You can't. Huh?
Okay. Oh, I think we lost Wilfred. Roy, come on in, and then we'll see if we can get Wilfred back.
So the last thing I wanted to just find out was, do we know when the other exchanges will be coming on?
We don't have an exact date for you yet. What we're really focused on right now is there are some major updates that we're focused on making for our user interface and user experience. So the key things that we wanted to make sure in our rollout for EasyBot was, does the product work as expected? And we can check that box with an emphatic yes. And awesome. So now that we've done that, our next focus is on how do we improve the user experience? There's a lot of data points that you guys have been asking for, reporting and so forth. And so that's what the team is working on now. Look for major updates to come out probably towards the end of August and into September in our UI and UX. A lot more data. And so in the next couple of months, we'll start exploring additional exchanges, but there isn't anything in the works at the moment.
Okay, so also in the update calls, is there any chance that once we go into the actual where it says start lesson and we start that, is there any way that we can put a link to those?
In the application, in the
GLU, because it would just make life a lot easier if we could, like this call, for example. If I go into it, there isn't a link that I can use as just to send that link off to someone to listen to this call.
Got it. Oh, okay, I understand what you're asking. So interesting question. I'll check and see if it can be done and copied from that message. However, if you're in the app, then where you can also get the link from is our calendar. So in the on the training tab, you can find the calendar for all the calls that happen, and you can grab the link out of that calendar. I'll see what we can do in terms of notifications, but definitely the calendar is available to you.
So just for ease of use, it would be easier. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we'll look into it for you. It's a good idea.
Thank you. You're a software company.
Fair enough. Wilfred, come on in. So you're unmuted.
Just wanted. Could you hear me now? Could you hear me?
We can hear you.
You can hear me.
We can hear you. Somebody.
Just want to.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, it's me. I just want to echo what everyone else has been saying, that you guys are tremendous. I appreciate the fact that you guys are so transparent. I mean, I've only been in it 2 days, and I've seen the CEO, COO, the support on the higher echelon. So you guys are great. Keep being transparent, and you all will grow to tremendous boundaries. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I just want to say one quick comment to our previous question, just so you guys know that are using the training and marketing app. It is a third-party app that we're using, so we don't have total control over what that app, the capabilities behind that app. So there are some limitations that unfortunately we can't get around. But if you're using it, there's a lot of resources and information that's in there for you guys. Join us tomorrow. We're going to do a complete review on all of the resources that are in the Business Glue app. And all the reasons why you want to make sure that your team, if you're inviting others, you want to make sure that they're in that app as well. Lots of important things coming in the very near future. All right, I think we've gotten through all of the questions. Mohammed, can you pop back in for just a few moments? Any final words you want to wrap us up with today? And then the next voice we'll hear will be Coach. Coach, you close us off for today's call?
Be glad to.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. And thanks to everyone who attended the call, and thanks for everyone who said good words about us. We appreciate that, and we're here to serve. I just want to highlight one thing. If anyone needs any help, please feel free to reach out to the support team led by Eazy and Peter. They will be here. They are here to support you. If you can just send them an email or send them a support ticket. And if you can just reach to them directly through Telegram, I know that Breezy is available there and people can reach to her directly. You will get supported within 24 hours to 48 hours. I know that they're answering within that much of time. And even if you have to escalate things up to higher, we're here to support. This is one of our most important thing is to make sure that each and every one of our customers get supported and get the information that they need to have. And yeah, that's all from me for today. I hope that you guys have got new knowledge from today's call, and I'm so excited because we're growing. We're growing and day by day, and we're thankful to you guys because all these members are coming through the members. We don't do any advertisement. We don't do any kind of media ads or online ads or anything. We just only want to get this opportunity to the people, to the our customers, to share this good news with the people, and then we all grow as one team. So thank you very much for attending and appreciate you all. Coach, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, David. You guys are incredible. Thank you, Breezy. I know I'm not sure if Peter's on the call, but Peter's a huge part of our support system. And guys, this was all developed and evolved out of a desire to help people in this space. You know, some of you guys have heard my story. I've gone to day trading school. I traded with 13 screens in front of me. I had my Bitcoin chart Chromecast into my bedroom at night. I was all in. I can tell you trading or using a bot to trade for me 100 times easier. For both the novice and the pro trader, this is a dream come true. You know, guys, we did not start out with the desire to start our own company. We were actually using another bot out of Asia, but it had no customer support. We developed our own customer support. We developed our own training sites. We did all of that out of a desire to help people get into a space where they can actually enter that space more safely than turning their money over to some unknown entity that would end up shutting down a website and walking away. You know, this is why we got into the bot in the first place, because we didn't turn our money over to somebody. We had learned hard lessons about what these scams look like, and we chose not to be Ponzi-preneurs, but only look for quality products in the market. We found what we thought was a great product, but as the market took a downward turn back in May of 2021, this all evolved out of that. Mohammed went into his office and sat down and learned how to customize the customizable parameters that bot had. And I'm not going to go into all the detail, but guys, we evolved into what we are out of a desire to help people. And we have now what we believe, because of Mohammed's genius, the best bot on the market, bar none. I know of no other bot that has done what our bot has done during a downward trend, plus it compounds at the same time an individual's cryptocurrency with each profitable trade. This is amazing. So what you guys have in your hands is an opportunity to become financially free just by using the bot alone. Just by using the bot alone. Go to a compounding calculator online, look at your own monthly profit, plug that in, and come up with your own strategy. This is all about becoming financially free. You can do that here with our product, with this software. Now, if you want to accelerate that in a massive way, we give you an opportunity to build a team through an affiliate program. Tomorrow, on tomorrow's call, tomorrow is a business builders call. You will definitely want to show up for that. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Saturday. Show up because we're going to be showing you guys how to use the tools that we've already created for you. These are tools we didn't have with the other program, guys. This did not exist. We created all of this out of what we knew was a need for our community to really become successful. So, and it's evolving into something even more beautiful, but what you guys have right now, oh my goodness. So we love you guys. We appreciate you. We're looking forward to serving you. It's an honor to serve, guys, and we look forward to serving you. Just again, I want to thank Breezy and Peter for their taking the bull by the horns with our support. And they were there with the other program we were with, guys. They volunteered their time. They served and helped, and so did Muhammad. Volunteered his time, guys. So did David. Unbelievable. So you guys have great servant leaders that are pioneering the way for you and setting a great example for you guys. So with that said, we love you more than Bitcoin and pizza combined. We're going to open it up for you guys to say goodbye. If we can do that, I don't know, Breezy, if you can do that, to unmute everybody, you guys can say goodbye. And again, we love you more than Bitcoin and pizza combined.
Goodbye. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
Have an amazing weekend.
Thank you. Hey, Martin.
Hello there, guys.